Suddenly, everything is covered in white, and what astonishes me the most is the silence. It feels as if the entire landscape has settled inside a box. I breathe in the cold air, hear the flutter of a bird's wings, and realize they don't complain when the world changes abruptly. They simply adapt because they know it's the law of life. Why is it so hard for us to let go, to release, to adapt? We believe that if we manage to control everything around us, we can shield ourselves from the unexpected. But what if the only constant in life is, in fact, change? A couple of days ago, the electrician came to install the lights in the living room, so I decided to put on my work clothes and release some of the energy trapped in this house while talking with you. I've been procrastinating on this task because I know it's going to be emotionally hard. So excuse me if I'm using you, who are watching, as my motivational engine. I don't know if any of you can relate, but for the most of my life, I've tried to control time in the long term. I wanted to know who I'd be with and when, where I'd go on vacation and on which dates, what days I'd work and which ones I wouldn't. I never liked surprise visits, last-minute cancellations, or extra shifts, even if I had nothing else to do. It's not that I wasn't good at improvising. Believe me, as a police officer, I improvised all the time. But in a way, even that improvisation was planned. Do you know what I mean? When I arrived here, though, I quickly realized that everything moves at a different pace. I was rushing around, expecting city-like schedules and procedures, but here there are fewer people, and everyone seems to figure things out on their own. Things like cutting trees, using tractors as makeshift cranes, or electricians who are also undertakers, builders, plumbers, civic technicians, and the list goes on. The village also taught me that things happen in their own time, often with a mix of creativity and determination, that you must adapt to the rhythm of the weather, and that the community here can make the difference between solving problems or feeling lost. I'd love to say I changed as soon as I arrived, or during my journey to rediscover myself, but that wouldn't be true. I came back with a meticulously structured plan for how my life would unfold the moment I walked back into this house. And once again, life said no. Today, I won't dive into the moment when life said no, the heartbreaks, the struggles to handle conflict with grace, or the feeling of not belonging anywhere. Those are stories for another time if you'd like to hear them. Instead, I want to talk about learning to go with the flow. What really taught me to be flexible was the moment I deeply felt I needed to stop. Do you know that feeling of hitting a wall when you think, I can't do this anymore? That surrender when you finally let go and say, whatever happens, happens. Gabby Bernstein says, when you think you've surrendered, surrender more. I used to wonder, how do you even do that? Now I think it's not something you actively do. It happens when you have no other choice. I don't know how long I'll stay in this house. It could be a few days, a couple of months, or a year. I have a rough idea, but I know I can't cling to it because life could change again at any moment, so I'm learning to stay flexible. The old me would have thought it wasn't worth unpacking boxes or organizing things if I might leave soon. But at the same time, I thought I could live with a little more dignity and a little less chaos, regardless of how long I stay. This past year has taught me to live in the moment, make the most of every day, and believe that even small efforts can have meaning. Or at least, that's what I want to believe. I've always believed in the Feng Shui effect. You know, how after a big cleanup, things start to happen. An unexpected call, a kind gesture, a new opportunity. I know clutter and untouched corners hold stagnant energy. We avoid them because they force us to confront the past, make decisions we've been putting off, or face fears about the future. But what if clearing that space also frees up room in our minds and hearts? I truly hope it works. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear what happens once I finish tidying up, if something happens, of course. And if you decide to do a deep cleanup yourself, tell me if you notice any changes. I always love hearing about this kind of energy magic. I like to believe that when we stop fighting change and let ourselves flow, we find peace in chaos, creativity in the unexpected, and strength in our vulnerability. What do you think? I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.